Being the creator of Destination WA, I've been taught about almost every piece of history that this state has to offer. So today I thought we'd look back on a story about the first white settlers to discover WA. It features a shipwreck, an infamous mutiny, and one of the most beautiful but lesser known regions in WA. The Abrolhos Islands are one of the most amazing places in Western Australia. Located 80 kilometres out of Geraldton and an hour's flight from Perth, they are the most southern significant coral reef system in the Indian Ocean, and most of us have not seen them. Visiting the Abrolhos Islands is an outdoor experience you will never forget because you can't stay on the islands, so you'll need to get some help getting there to discover the amazing landscape and its incredible history. Even more amazing is the fact that they're home to one of Australia's darkest and more interesting pieces of history, the story of the Batavia. That's Morning Reef, just over there. This is Beacon Island, and it's part of, well, the northern part of the islands of the Abrolhos, a group known as the Wallaby Group. Now, just below the surface lies the wreck of the Batavia. On the 4th of June, 1629, she crashed into the reef over there with 322 men, women and children and a cargo of gold, silver and diamonds. And what followed was one of the most infamous stories of mutiny in Australian history. The crew transferred passengers to shore on Beacon Island, although 40 drowned in the rough seas. The captain and senior crew made one of the longest ever journeys in open water, in an open longboat, eventually reaching Java and sending a ship back to rescue the survivors and collect the treasure that was now being held by the corrupt, ruthless leader of the mutineers, Geronimus Cornelius. Cornelius and his men systematically murdered 126 men, women and children over the following 9 months in what was just an amazing part of West Australian history. The Museum of Western Australia has been here recently excavating this site and have found multiple grave sites here. And every once in a while you'll find these amazing relics from the past, bones, and I can't help but wonder if they're not human bones. Look at that. That's teeth in what looks like a jawbone. It was just laying on the side of the path where a mutton bird had dug its nest out, and another bone just there. It's truly remarkable. The chance to come to this magical place and discover its secrets, even the dark ones, is simply an experience you'll never forget. And the most incredible thing is you don't need to be a scuba diver. You can just snorkel over the wreck and witness the remains of what became the beginning of one of Australia's worst chapters of history. The snorkel is easy and the fish life, the corals and the wreck itself are everywhere you look. It's a uniquely West Australian experience, and very few visitors have discovered this place, although it is said that once you've been here, you will return. There's so much to see and learn.